Times are tough at Circus Penarium. People used to line up to take their shot at eternal glory. Now there's no volunteers, leaving us to resort to unconventional ways of recruitment. Our perfect hero should be strong, dashing, athletic, and handsome. But for now, meet Willy! Willy takes on the world's most dangerous death traps for your entertainment only. Watch Willy as he dies. Watch Willy as he dies working solo, dies working with friends, dies working against his friends. Blood and carnage, all for the sake of your amusement. Uncover the mystery. Challenge your friends. Die your way through Willy's journey and become the most glorious contestant the crowd has ever seen. Come to Penarium, the sadistic circus extravaganza.
Yeah, Tony, you probably did. You probably did confuse me a little bit. Like, no, I hit the button and I saw the light flash all of its colors, but now I'm wondering if I didn't hit the other button, like the in stream button, and it just did the lights. I don't know. I don't know what happened. But yeah, it didn't go live when I thought it did. So doesn't matter because I'm definitely late, no matter how you twist it. But welcome in, Tony Chaz. Seek, I saw his name. I swear I did. There it is. And DC Bueller and Toxic Shade. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Right, but is my mic muted? Is that the next thing? There's Jaboo. There we go. You're watching that Horizon. And Sean's here. You were watching that Horizon. No, I hadn't. What I did watch today was the Twitch stream a little bit. I got a good amount of sleep last night. Like, I went to bed at 1, and then I stayed in bed till 10. Then I went out and got pierogi pastries and some other stuff. Had breakfast, and then it was 11:30. So I tried to finish a project real quick while I was listening to the Twitch broadcast, like from Twitch. And they were talking about sleep. What's that? Right? Hey, Mac Lad. They were talking about something that I didn't get to read up on fully. But it was about how they're going to localize payments for subs. And ultimately, it's going to result, depending on where the sub comes from, the streamer getting less money. Because they'll be cheaper in some territories. You won't be able to skirt it with a VPN. It is locked to the card that you're paying with. Card or PayPal, whatever. So there's not really a way around it. Even if you're in, they said, as an example, even if you are in Japan and you pay for a Twitch sub, but your card is from Canada, it'll still be the Canadian rate. The thing that drives me up a wall with Twitch is they have this like guy that represents all of Twitch chat, and he's super pumping up all these things and being like, "That's a great idea. You explained it so well. I'm sure there's, everybody's gonna understand that now." And like totally ignoring everybody in Twitch chat being like, "What the fuck, bro?" And then they take like, the curated questions and then ask them. But he's the guy that interviews all the people from Twitch, and it just drives me up a wall. Star Citizen does that too, where there's like, the hype train guy that represents all the player base. And it's just, it's all congratulatory and, I don't know. I mean, I'm all hype all the time. It's the corporate hype. I can't do it. So I don't know how that's going to work. And like I said, I learned about this today. And then I went to read a little bit on it before I jumped in the shower, and all I could find was articles from beginning of the month, like over a week ago. And I knew I'd have to find more recent stuff since they were talking about it today or whenever they put it. Everyone aboard the Bezo 50% train. Well, yeah. But see, it's going to be less than 50% of $5. Seems like... They said that there is no... They very carefully worded this. They very carefully worded this part. That's the thing that they were hyping, Sean. They were hyping that outside of the US sub numbers might go up. They just might not. They were saying that they think, at least I think I heard this, that they think the numbers will stabilize even though subs will earn creators. They said creators, not streamers, less, but there should be more of them, and they think that that'll factor out and everybody will be happy, end quote. I heard that part. I just can't remember exactly the way they worded that first part, but I'm pretty sure I heard that. But they did say, and they were very careful to say this, that no one will get more expensive subscription options now. Like you won't pay more than the what you were before. There was like a big deep breath before he said that very carefully scripted sentence. And there was like an asterisk at the end of it. And all he really had to say about that was like China or Japan or something like that is going to remain exactly the same, whatever that means. So who knows? The average US would need 10 times the length of all human wait, hold on. The average US worker would need 10 times the length of all human history to earn as much as Jeff Bezos. The length of all human... Oh, you mean like a lifetime of working? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there is like an ungodly amount of money where... Yeah. I'll get there someday. It's just 10 times the length of human history's lifetime. Mexico and Turkey already have the new prices in effect. Yeah, they said the thing that I tuned in and they were talking about it'll something effective roll out something over the next 12 months. But like I said, if you guys know more, please educate me. I did not have time to... I didn't catch all of it and I didn't have time to read up on it. But yeah, this is one of those things that's definitely going to affect me some. It's just really going to drive me up a wall if I need 3 times the amount of subs I have now to get a payout. Like, that's where I'm just like... but we haven't seen it, I don't know. Who knows when I'll see it. They did say something very interesting that shed a lot of light on how they do their experiments. They roll them out, they don't notify people. So, like, what is it called? The chance. They have this thing called chance, and they're letting hey Plasma Cheeks, we're talking about Twitch stuff real quick because I learned some things today. So the thing about chance, they've rolled them out to the people that are in their experiment pool. They change features with that pool. They do not invite more people, and they do not remove people. So if you just get automatically selected to be in an experiment pool, you're there. The reason they do that and they don't invite more people and expand it is because they want to test their changes with the people that have been with it the entire time, because that's how an experiment works. That's science, right? Find any other way for you to get compensated? Yes, absolutely. That Patreon I will talk about that at length here in a second. I will talk about that at length here in a second because I am very excited about that. So what they do is they do their experiments and then they see how it goes and then they roll it out to everybody after the experiment's over. So that was pretty cool. They were also talking about if there was going to be a feature to disable chance on your channel. And then they went into talking about how streamers, the channel owner, more than didn't, expressed that they have mods outside of their control that would use it and they would like, and they don't, when they ask them not to. I put a clip of that over in Stronger Together in my Discord. You should watch that. That was kind of enlightening. having had a moment in this past year where mods need to follow the rules of the streamer, just universally. And you should set your expectations with anybody you have modding for you first thing. Trust me on this. But I thought it was really interesting that many streamers had mods doing things against their wishes. That was unfortunate to hear. But yeah, they were talking about... So what was the topic here? So I watched the Twitch thing earlier today where they did their, Q&A, and they talked about the patch notes and changes. And basically they were talking about how they roll out experimental features and the new regional price changes of subscriptions, which may end up getting the streamers paid less because they're cheaper in other places like South America, Mexico or whatever. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. Now, can I be honest with you? If I know that's the case, if I know that is the case, it makes me want to not sub anymore and find any other way for you to be compensated. Okay, so 2 things. If you guys were to be able to pay less money to get the emotes, cool. As far as supporting the stream, right now, so there, if you hit that link tree, there it is. Streamlabs put it up. Linktree. There are so many ways to support me there. I mean, so many. There's like 5. And it's totally okay. Like, if you guys want to go there and join the Discord from there, that's support. That's amazing. Building a community is my first and foremost priority with this stream. And you guys are one of the best communities that I have ever been in my entire life. And, I don't need money, but my dream is to have the stream completely pay for itself. I am definitely not breaking even. And what that means is computer upkeep, new hardware, exciting new technology for you guys to interact with me, like the lights and all this other stuff. More big boxes and content to unbox and do the things that I like to do on the stream. So the ways to do that, there is a PayPal link on that link tree. Yes, and more boob controllers. There is a t-shirt idea in the works. I just haven't had a time to open GIMP. That'll be coming soon. And it's going to be beautiful. So there's a straight, PayPal.me whatever link on that link tree thing here. Let me hit it again real quick. If I just do this. Links. There it is. So that's got everything there. You can also support me, pretty small, but you can buy things from the games I play each week are listed there. And I'm a humble partner, so you can purchase them there, and I get a small cut. That's a quick, easy one. If you're gonna buy a game, that's easy. They'll give you a Steam key most of the time. Other times they'll do like Uplay or whatever. But there's the Patreon. Now the Patreon is the latest and greatest new and very exciting thing, and we're going to see a lot more about the inner workings of that on Sunday. What that does, or what I am doing for that, is every week I'm taking pictures with my Sony digital Mavica. This is a camera that doesn't have one in it, but it records all of its images on floppy disks, right? This is an incredible piece of retro tech that I'm absolutely enthralled, and I'm so happy to finally have one. And, these are all low-resolution images, but I do love photography. That is a thing that I've always liked. Never done it professionally or anything like that, and I'm really excited to have the opportunity to take pictures and share them with a really cool piece of retro tech that just, it's largely forgotten. It is all hype for me. And so there's a $5 tier that lets you see pictures every week. Usually I fill up like 4 floppy disks. So it's not 800 by 600, but it's around that resolution. At that resolution, I can take 33 pictures per floppy disk. So I'm taking 4 floppy disks of photos and then curating out the best ones to share with the $5 patrons. At the end of the month, this Sunday, I will be doing a photo editing stream on Windows 98 with the software that came with the camera, which is pretty cool. ArcSoft Photo Editor 6 or something like that. And I'm gonna, edit these photos and try to do cool things with them. We'll be doing it live on stream for everybody to watch. And then I will load up as many as I can fit on a floppy disk, copy the floppy disk, and mail it to anybody that does, I think it's a $20 tier. If you do the $30 tier, I will sign and date it. Otherwise, it'll just get like a sticker, like a printout sticker that I still need to work on. If you compress them on a 7 disk, you can probably fit more. I want to do it so that anybody that has a floppy drive can just put it in and view the photos. And I might stick other things in there too, like the newsletter or something like that I, normally put out to all the subscribers on Twitch here. But they took that feature away, so I might include it with these. I don't know. There's no reason to not include a text file. But I want, if somebody has access, I don't want them to have to figure out how to get 7-zip on Windows 3.1. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be like, here's JPEG or whatever the most common file format is. And it's totally okay if you guys can't view the images if you want to just have a collector's item, some dumb thing that I'm doing. It's totally okay. And like, if you guys think the price tag's too high, this is a bonus. When I become a patron of people's patrons, I will always go for a tier that has a physical item or a Steam key if it's a game developer. That's very important to me. So I wouldn't just be like, hey, give me money, and I'll put a post up every once in a while. I feel like it's not uniquely me, but it is me. Floppy disks and retro tech, and if there's other better ideas, I'm all ears. Because the money is needed. It's not like I'm using this to pay my bills, but it will go directly back into funding more stuff for the stream or paying off some of the debt I have with building the stream PC to make this better. New cameras, stuff like that. It'll go directly there. But I don't want anybody to feel like they're obligated to do that just because they watch the channel. You watching the channel is way more important. These are extra things. And with that said, I want to be able to give you something tangible, physical, a thing that you can hold, right? And I feel like that's a really good one that kind of represents the things that I like. So that is one way. I think there was another link on the link tree for something. Oh, the TeePublic. We got merch here. Hang on. So, for the time being, at least for this year, this is, the official, like, Hellbender Windows 98 Havok logo. It's got Artyom Havok in here, you can see. I really like designs where you shape, like, blocks of text. So you can find these on the TeePublic. I'm really proud of this design. Hopefully Microsoft doesn't come after me at some point, or Terminal Reality. But, there will be t-shirts. I've already got plans for more exclusive t-shirts that are going to last about a month. I've got to talk to Sean about about June's t-shirt. Make sure he's okay with me using his last name. Thank you. Hey, Arnie. Yeah, you just came in. Yeah, cool. Welcome in. And there's going to be, there's going to be a Dosember t-shirt coming Dosember. Hey, Hairball. We'll have another exclusive run of those. And these are just, if you need a t-shirt, cool. You want to support? I get like $2 to $4 off of every t-shirt. I just want to have the logo out there. You know what I mean? See, I come from, I was in a rock band back in, the 2010s. And t-shirts are a very important part of my projects and how I support other people's projects. And it's just, I don't know. They're one of the more exciting things when it comes to, like, promoting to me. You wrote Everlong? So, I'm excited to have, like, event t-shirts, they're like going to a concert show and, here's the thing with the band lineup or whatever. That kind of stuff really, really excites me. No obligation to buy that. It's a collector's item if you want. It's a t-shirt to wear if you need a t-shirt to wear. I put thought into these designs. I really enjoy graphic design, but it's not a strong thing for me, so I'm doing the best that I can. And it's just, you know, just extra things. And I'll do giveaways on special t-shirts, abso-fucking-lutely. Because I just want the t-shirts out there, you know? Like, you know, I'm not expecting you guys to, like, be promoting me at the grocery store or whatever, but it's just exciting, and I'm, like, waiting for that moment that I see one out in the wild, right? Get enough out there, it might happen one day, right? That's the dream. You should play your music someday. Absolutely not. That part of my life, I've taken everything that I needed to learn from that and brought it into this. All the mistakes and all the good parts, all the things that worked and didn't. And there's a lot of mixed emotions when it came to the band, its 1.5 albums and how it broke up. And I don't want to dredge that up here. You know, also disappointment in myself, and it's just not part of this. I'd be happy to share some stuff privately, but I won't be doing it on stream, and I won't be playing guitar on stream. Actually was getting kind of dogged by a couple people about having a guitar in the background. It's no longer in the room for now. Oh, no, absolutely, Plasma. That's okay, and it's a very fair question, and I'd be happy to share it. And like I always say, I won't consider what we did, like, good or the best of anything, but I am very proud of what I accomplished with a group of incredibly talented people. Did I misspell Penarium? Perennium? Oh my god, we're gonna get a rocket in the Penarium. I drank a very strong coffee. Apparently that's showing because I'm going 1,000,000 miles a minute. Were there any questions that I missed? This is probably, and the nurse in me finds this hilarious. There you go. This is, oh yeah, wow, I'm feeling very direct today, I guess. But yeah, there are definitely ways to support if that's what you want to do. I do not require it, and I'm not going to beg anybody to do it. I want you guys here. I want you happy, and, you know, video games with friends. That's my thing. And as long as that happens, I will keep doing it. It really does not revolve around money. Finds us relatable, but also relatable, but also you got out. I didn't know you were a nursing assistant. That's cool. Noose analogy, analog celebrity name when I went with what? But yeah, this is actually a good stream for this. The game we're playing today, I don't expect to be like over 60 minutes of streaming. It looks like a Super Meat Boy level hard. I'll hit that. Here's the Linktree link. I need to spend more time with it. And I'm trying... Well, no. Here we go. Add an S to that. There you go. It ain't that... Yesterday was boobs. Yesterday was boobs. Today it's gonna be, Yep. Yeah, I'm actually really excited about the... I'm gonna make that Logitech Cyberman t-shirt. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I can't wait to share that. At some point in the future, we're gonna play some Descent 2 and System Shock with the Logitech Cyberman. It's gonna be something. My wife and I sat around the backyard fire in our hammocks last night, just coming up with various boob jokes. It was hilarious. Did someone say Descent 2? We did. Oh, Tony, did you see that I got this the other day? I'll break it back out quick. I just unboxed it yesterday. Here you go. The CD on this comes with like 8 episodes, or 8 levels of Descent 2. So yeah, that's the Logitech Cyberman 2, which is yeah, exactly the boob controller. This thing is it is what it is, and I can't stop giggling about it. Like, how did this get put out the door? I will say this though. That's the most ergonomic controller I've ever put my hands on. The controller's in a sci-fi spaceship. A sci-fi spaceship whose user interface was run by Winamp. I know exactly what you mean. I need Winamp back in my life. I know there's versions out there that I can put on Windows 98, but I really do need that. I do have, you can't see it as a stool on top of it, but there's a an eMachine eMonster 500A, which is their souped up version, that I'm going to be putting Windows 95 on as long as I can get everything working for that. Which I think will be pretty fun and cool. And then we'll have like a dedicated Windows 95 as well, and then I'll use my KVM to switch between the two. It should be alright. Should be alright. I am starting to seriously think about collecting some other older computers. I know that there is a Macintosh that Seek is hanging on to that he would like to give me, and it just basically comes down to when we can travel again and where can I store it. But I think it'll need like a video out mod. But I really get excited about all this other tech, and I don't get many opportunities to grab it or places to put it. This room is not big. It's not big at all. And with my bad back, moving CRTs around is a bit of a problem. But that said, I will, seriously discuss, good deals and donations for, retro tech. We've been discussing building a shed in the backyard, like a nice one. But I'd really have to think about what I could store in that to make space, because we're talking about converting our garage into a living room. The dream one day, probably still 10 years away, but we want that. Or, if we could really buckle down on cleaning up the garage and getting in good shelving, I could dedicate an entire wall to computer parts. Which I might seriously think about, because we do not store our cars there. If we got good shelving in the middle that could store computers and monitors, I could probably do some pretty cool content. The rule has always been that I can collect whatever I want as long as I don't have to get a storage unit set by my wife. Watching this stream take off is making us rethink that a little bit, but I really don't want to have to go someplace to get, stuff. It'll prevent me from doing content, I think. Plus, they're not cheap, and that is like a huge sunk cost. So I don't know. There's things I'm thinking about. There's things that I want to do, and you guys absolutely inspire me to keep coming up with more content, doing things better, and just more excited about every project, which is awesome. This is exactly where I want to be in my life. Shit. What else? I feel like am I speaking at a speed that is discernible to the human ear? I feel like I've been rambling for what? 30 minutes now? But yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping that when I do the Patreon stream for the floppy disk, I think before I started today there was just Arnie, thank you so much for the bits. 200 bits, it's beautiful. Thank you. When I do the stream, for the mail out floppies, when I started the stream today, there's just one person that's getting that. I'm hoping that somebody will see what I'm doing and want to be in on that, but there's no obligation and, whatever. I want to have fun doing it. And it's just, I don't know. It seems like a nice interactive retro activity where we can all kind of decide if we want to put a filter or we want to move things around in the image. And I'm going to be learning the software as we go, so it'll be more interactive than saying I don't want backseating in a video game, I think. Hopefully it'll be fun. But my plan is to do that last Sunday of every month. I haven't decided on a time. It might be earlier than this stream though, because it's Sunday. I'm just kind of going to look and see, who's streaming when, and it'll just be a couple hours long. But yeah. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to talk about. Also, I do a Patreon, or not Patreon, an Instagram where I take 10 photos of something in my collection every day. Today, the box of today was Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I would like to think that I could gain Twitch viewers through that as kind of what's this? Did I miss something? You just found out you're getting half days on Mondays. Hell yes. Sounds like Monday is going to be a new stream day for DC Bueller. Or it's a day off of everything, your half day. You know, or whatever you want. I was thinking what I would do. Oh no, it's just this next Monday, Memorial Day. Alright. That's still really exciting. Take your dog to a different park than you usually go to. Let's see. What's this? Did I miss something? The Instagram, I think is what I was talking about. You have something on the go on Instagram. I'm hoping that, you know, uploading images of things in my collection, you know, from PS1 games to big box PC games or whatever, will spark, will gather me some, you know, eventually result in more views on Twitch. Because I got plans, I got things I want to do. I want to go pro. So I'm hoping that'll take off. The only thing I haven't done with that I definitely should, is start linking that I stream games. Right now, I'm like, what, 4 or 5 weeks in, and I'm just trying to figure out, following people, they follow back, posting things, figuring out how it works. I don't know. There is work going on. There's a Linktree link in there to both the Instagram and the YouTube. Me and Seek are working on the YouTube. The backlog in there is like this mess where the playlist is all out of order. And it's, you know, we're about to hit the 300th stream, so there's almost that many videos on there that are out of order. And it's just this daunting task that I haven't felt with dealing with. So Seek's been helping me. Unfortunately, as a contributor to a YouTube channel, for some ridiculous reason, the helper is not allowed to reorder a playlist, which is the one job that I was asking Seek to, you know, for anybody to help with when Seek volunteered. But he will be putting like thumbnails on videos and adding them to the playlist. He can do that. He just can't reorder it. It's so dumb. Like literally the one thing I didn't want to have to do, and anybody with free time like would love to have helped me with that. But every day when I finish the stream, I export it over there. Something I have been doing for a long time is I'm just talking now. Is putting thumbnails on each stream after I'm done. I try to do that as soon as I'm done every day. I feel like it makes the video section look better. Rather than just some random image like this that doesn't at all view, you know, show you what the game was. So what I've basically been doing is taking the Steam image, you know, their store page image of the game, and putting it there. I feel like that looks nice and clean. I've never heard anybody acknowledge it, but nobody said don't do that or it's stupid, right? I wish that I could find somebody to do highlights for me on YouTube. They say the first time you get a big payout from Twitch, the first thing you should do is highlight an editor to sit at the top of your, you know, viewer funnel on YouTube and put out highlight reels that will be discoverable. Because nothing you do on Twitch is discoverable anywhere. Not from a search engine, nothing. Because of the nature of it being live. So you have to use things that are searchable with tags, like YouTube or Instagram or, you know, Twitter. And I'm trying to figure that part out while not having to learn something as involved as streaming all over again to add to something that I already put, you know, 200% of my time into. But, you know, and I'm open to suggestions. Absolutely. You know, if you guys have things that you want to share with everybody in this community, there's a channel in my Discord. Here's a link. That's called Stronger Together. It's a channel about uplifting other streamers, helping tips and tricks, things that work for you, things you've done that don't work. I'd like to invite everybody to use it. I don't care how much. You want to use it a little or you want to post in there 24/7? It's beautiful. It's great. It's where I will be posting. Like today, I posted how I got Leorin board to pull the username for anybody that redeems my Commando redeemable. Which is, there's a new feature in there now, and it'll just do it. You don't have to do anything. So I shared how I did that, and I'm learning this stuff, right? Like, I'm not an expert. I'm figuring everything out little by little and just seeing how much I can pack in here. But yeah, that channel is called Stronger Together, which I feel is an appropriate title for how I view the streaming community and the people around me. Cool. We should probably play a game. I should probably harness all of this hyper energy and play the game, but I'd like to encourage all of you to share stuff. I mean, if you want to keep it all to yourself, that's cool too. The door's open. But I will, as much as I can share, like, if I remember to take screenshots, basically, I will. Everything that I use in my channel, if somebody wants to use an overlay, an effect, know how I did something, like, I'm not keeping any of this for myself, ever. The positivity of this guy is infectious. Oh, that reminds me of something else. I need to put subtitles on here. Oh no, I think they got covered up by the community banner. I think I put them up there. My bad. My bad. Ben Easy is raiding with a party of 5. This is exciting. Welcome in, everybody. There was one more thing I wanted to mention before we get started on the game. I will greet the raiders as they get out of the advert or something, if they're caught with that. Take a sip of water while we wait. I hate that, like, some viewers from a raid come in immediately, and some get stuck with an advert that can be anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. You just kind of sit around and wait so that you can say, Ben Easy, thank you so much for the raid, buddy. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and thank you so much for trusting me with your friends. I got one more thing I want to hit on before we hit this game. If you guys have been around the channel for a while, you'll know that words like jealousy or envy they sit weird with me. And I know it's like a lot of people's response to be like, oh, I'm jealous of your big box collection. And I've never loved the way that feels when somebody says that. Because, for me, it's not about, like, being the guy that has all the nice stuff. Like, I do this because I want to share my excitement about it. And I think that the word that I'm going to prompt people to replace jealousy and envy with, or how they think of, me as a streamer, I want to inspire you guys. I want to inspire you. Let me say that more clearly. I want to inspire you. I don't want anybody to be jealous. I want you guys to find the thing that you are very passionate about, as passionate as I am about all this stuff. Like, I want to inspire you guys to find that thing in your lives. If it's the same thing or it's something else, like, I just want you guys to, like, go out and, like, have that thing that, just makes you feel all the feels and makes you happy and more excited every day. That's, that's like the mission statement of this channel right now. I mean, it always will be. But I've spent months thinking about that, and just, like, why does the word jealousy bother me? Because we've all been jealous, right? It's that thing where somebody has something that you don't, and it doesn't feel good. Like, if you stop and think about, why that exists in your brain for a couple seconds, it's uncomfortable. It's terrible. Jealousy is the thief of joy. Jealousy is the thief of joy. Also, every single one of you at this time, did that work? Did it work? Please work. How do I do this? There is a quote machine here. There we go. Okay, so it's a space. Matt Glad, that is an absolutely beautiful statement. I love that. Hey, Jay Moore. And Stephanie. Steph Cramps. Please help me. Thank you for being here, everybody. Quote 41. Does that make me invincible? 526. Retro. I wonder what that was from. Jay Moore, thank you for being here. But absolutely, and you know, like, I'm never gonna stop somebody from coming in chat and being jealous, and I haven't quite figured out how to word that. That was Blade Agony last night. Blade of Agony's Tuesday and Thursday, so it'll be oh yeah. Yeah. No, it's 2 days ago. Right? Right? Yeah, because I was drunk in a hammock last night in the backyard by a fire, and it was wonderful. There we go, 301. So it's probably time to start the game. But yeah, the end of the message there is I want to inspire you. I don't want jealousy to be a thing. I mean, that all comes down to, you know, personal stuff, but that's my suggestion, I guess. But I really want you guys to watch this channel and, like, go out and find the thing that makes you happy. Penarium. Let's roll. We're doing this on Linux today, which is exciting. So we're going to be doing this on Steam and Linux. I don't remember if it's Linux native or if I'm using Proton, but either way, it's here. Also, I will be streaming at 7 p.m. Pacific time, so 4 hours from now? Yeah, 4 hours from now, we'll be back, and I think we're going to be able to finish Wolfenstein Blade of Agony tonight, which means on Tuesday we can get back to Star Wars games. Not going to lie, while I think that Episode 1 and 2 of the Blade of Agony, the Doom 2 mod, is some of the best video game I've ever played, Episode 3, it just... Can we be jealous of your fabulous hair? Okay. That one, there's like a little bit of vainness in me that'll allow that. Okay, you caught me off guard, Dragon. Damn it. Alright. So I'm using Pop OS. I don't know if any of you guys are using Linux for anything. This is Pop OS. It's a... that is way too bright. Give me 1 second. It's a version of Ubuntu that's made for System 76 computers or anything you want to put it on. What was your thought of Blade of Agony? Oh, yeah. It was so bad, I'm glad I got cut off. It's just, it's too hard. And it's hard in the dumbest ways. Like, it's hard that, like, you walk into a room, and you got the door here, and you got 2 walls, and there's 2 enemies that hit scan you before you come across, you know, the threshold of view. And it's every couple doors. It's just like that. And they're big enemies, you know? They're not all little enemies, or there's like 50 dogs, or some bullshit. The other thing is, there was a level where there were a serious Sam amount of zombies in a city thing. In a city setting. And there was a bad guy that you had to use every single bullet in your gun to kill. And then he just reappear after 5 minutes. And he teleported to right behind you as soon as you turned around to see if he was chasing you. That was absolutely crap. There was zero fun to be had in that. That's probably... I would rather play Pharaoh's Tomb and never be able to leave it than have to play that level again. I feel very strongly about that. And as we all know, I love things. But this episode 3 is just not... It's not the fun factor that was in the first 2. It has been ridiculously hard. The other thing that really bothers me about it is they went crazy with the level size. They made levels so big. I mean, they're like 50 times bigger than any Doom 2 map, right? They're huge. And they would, you know, use all the effects and just gradually, as you went, sometimes more, like they'd introduce more fog, more special effects. And they'd just stay in the level back here, using up resources until, you know, the end of the level is this unplayable mess where there would be a boss. The levels really needed to be, you know, chopped down so that something could be unloaded or be a separate map load. The performance in it has made the hard stuff unbearable. But anyways, tonight we're going to finish it. Tonight we're going to finish it. Your favorite Linux game is Frozen Bubble and Pingus. I have not played those. The smallest seed of positivity breeds positivity. I love that. Oh, absolutely. Every interaction you have with another person is going to leave little bits of it in that person. In that person's brain. If you sit around and complain about everything, I mean, people will also start to do it. If you watch a movie where it's all mob bosses, like, chances are, in the next couple weeks, you're gonna have some kind of like mafia quote that pops up in your head. I know that happens to me, right? Like, we're all changed by the things around us. What was that thing that I always say? Every time I watch a mafia movie, I just, in my head, all I can say, like, internally is, forget about it. And positivity and negativity from people around you, like, that absolutely leaves an imprint. And it doesn't always go away quickly. So it might as well be, like, if you're going to leave something with somebody else, it might as well be a good thing, right? Because people don't want to be unhappy. They really don't. At least I have to believe that. Alright, we're going to play this game. I was going to set this filter down because it was not right. Color correction, gone. There it is. Hopefully that's still bright enough for you guys to see. I did add a Steam chat to OBS, which might actually let me see banners go up, like votes, polls, hype train, stuff like that. You definitely dislike sadness. And the thing is like, if you spend so much time being sad, I mean, depression is real. It's not a thing you really have control over. There are things that you can do to mitigate and treat it. Not a doctor. And you have to find those on your own. But if you stay a certain way, it does become you. That doesn't mean you can't change. But I have definitely found in my life that if I'm enveloped in sadness and negativity, that I don't want to leave it because it's where I'm comfortable, right? There's probably a word for that, like, I don't know, contempt, I don't know. But it is really hard to change things. Because it's what you know, and doing something different is really scary. I'll tell you this for free, though. The misery loves company thing. Bearded Bogle. Just in time! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Bogle, we were just talking about, we're just, like, avoiding playing games. But we were just talking about, positivity and the things that we do that stay with other people. We were just talking about how, how it's really hard to escape, depression and negativity. What I was just going to say to finish that thought off was, the misery loves company thing. If you're in a bad place and you want to get out of it, you kind of have to, find people that are positive, that aren't going to normalize sadness, if that makes sense. Your face looks adorable without that big beard. Thank you. Welcome in, Bogle, Haggard Hessian. Haggard Hessian's here. You cheating on me? The best retro steamer raid. AJ, Mr. V. It's Bogle's fault I missed you today. That happens sometimes. Is they okay? Sunnyveld, thank you so much for the follow. I know that name. But yeah. I mean, like I've done. We have found some of the best people in the entire world to hang out in all of our streams. And I'm happy, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my entire life, like I said earlier. And it's just so cool to be able to do this with you guys. And I hope that some of my happiness imprints back to you guys. And inspires you. All that good stuff. But you see, I figured that out. Hey, you guys want to see what I worked on earlier? Somebody redeem Commando. And I figured out how to get it to pull the name, and it'll leave your name until somebody else redeems it in the little chat thing right there. Oh man, that got swiped from you, Bearded Bee, like mid-video. That was amazing. But see, now your name's right below me here. Next to the little Arnold image from the end of the clip. You should watch Commando again. We should all have a movie night. I'd watch Commando. So I've been looking for a thing to do with this space down here since I made that. All of this layout, all of this is from my Windows 98 computer. Screen captured, Photoshop edited, added, drop shadows, put it over top of my logo in a very cool way, don't argue. But those little windows there, when I was looking at, I don't know what this was, if it was a web browser or something that I captured. Okay, I have spammed the Stronger Together channel. Absolutely perfect. Oh, and since we got the 2 raids, I want to promote this one more time. In my Discord, here's a link. There is a channel in there called Stronger Together. That channel's primary purpose, and I am very serious about this part, is positivity and lifting other people up. This is a channel for streamers to help other streamers with things that they've learned. Specifically, tutorials or how to grow your channel. This channel is not to be used for tearing down other streamers. Especially, things that don't even concern us, really, like, hot tub streamers, right? It's not for that. This is for helping other people create the best channel and the best content and the best streamers that they can be. So, drive that home one more time. I really hope you guys use this. I will share pretty much everything that I come up with, and if anybody wants to know how I do something, just ask, and I will be happy. I'll find time to make a video tutorial or whatever. You don't know how I got here, but I kind of like it. I am so glad to hear that, Kite. I am happy to have you here. But yeah, we do play games here. I promise we do. Matter of fact, I'm gonna click that play button and shut up. I can give assistance to OBS and a Leorin board. Leorin board is something that I am learning right now, Arnie. I will take all the help that I can get. Last night, I sat there and I clicked through different options to figure out how to get it to pull names. I'm also excited to say that I can use Leorin board to do all the things that I am paying better-points.com to do through WebSocket. So I'm going to save myself like $4 a month, which is great. Leorin board is an extremely powerful program, and I haven't even scratched the surface. The things that I suspect it'll allow me to do with this stream is specifically your guys' interactivity with it. Honestly, it might be infinite. It might be endless. I may never find a point where I know everything that I can do with it. Grizzlebee is another good resource with Leorin board, too. So, yeah. So Old School J is a superhero when it comes to bandwidth mindfulness. That's right. My stream now uses his guidance, actually. I was resistant to it for a long time. I've talked about that recently, but it, I want to have like the best stream that I can, right? I really do. And I know when I'm partner, I'll be able to have, the gear that lets people pick, the quality so that, people like Jay on a limited bandwidth out on his island get to, select one. And then I could go back to, the recommended 6,000 megabits per second. But for now we're doing 5,000, and it seems to be working for him, which is great. And that is a big thing. I thought to myself, God, I'm just gonna ramble the whole stream. I thought that like, what's one viewer that can't, whatever. I need to be able to like use all of the internet that I'm paying for. But you know what? Jay's one of my biggest fans. Like, what the hell was wrong with me? And I apologize for that, Jay, and I've apologized to you because I just wasn't thinking. And you know the 4200 at 1080/60, or no 4800, 4200, 4800, 5000. Those weren't your numbers. You brought them to my attention. As far as I'm concerned, they are. Last year, but that's an important thing. I mean, that is, you know, I was pretty bad about that, but I hope that it's improved. Yeah, no, I don't know what I was thinking, man. I was focused on other projects and not giving that the thought that it needed. And I am sorry about that. I'm clicking the play button. I swear to God we're gonna play this game. Alright. Pop! OS Linux. I think this is using Proton. Maybe it's a native build. I don't remember. But we got the controller hooked up. Everything's good to go. Do you guys have sound? I don't have sound. There we go. Accessibility is very important. I've been putting a lot of thought into the things that would, like, especially like on a raid. Like, what are the things that make me not stick around after a raid, and trying to... I've been putting a lot of thought into things. I could ramble for hours and hours on the things that I think about improving this channel. Alright, let's look at the settings. That's it! Those are your settings. There is nothing here. So this game, this circus of death, is having a hard time finding volunteers, so they abducted this kind of slubby farm boy. And that's where we're at with stuff. What do you want to do on your stream? Like, how do you mean, Arnie? Farm boy Luke Skywalker? Spoiler alert, this is not Luke Skywalker. Alright, there's the campaign, there's the shop. Oh man, I had no idea this game exists. Cool pixel art. Is this on PC? Yes. I don't know what else it's on. This came in a Humble Bundle, I believe. It's on Steam. If you do the Linktree thing, I believe that there's a Humble link to it as well. Or there should be. I do those every week, and I think 4 of the 5 games were. Just exclamation mark links. And I believe that's a Steam key there on that. Alright, smash the barrel to start. You remember when I said schlubby? There you go. Not Luke Skywalker. Oh, in regards to Leorin board. You know, at this point, Arnie, what I'm looking to do is just observe what other people are doing it and think about most of the stuff that I put into this channel. It comes to me like in a second. I don't ever know what I'm looking for. But when an idea pops into my head, I would just like to be able to be like, I know how to do that. You know, whether it's original or I saw somebody else do it or whatever. Okay. So you guys will need to let me know if I'm still here because the power literally just went out. So yeah, let me know if I'm still here. The internet and everything else is on a battery backup. So unless the internet, you know, wiring took a hit, I think we're okay. I don't love that nobody's responding. Did I cut out at all other than the camera? Camera's back? Yeah, I saw it. It's plugged into the wall and not the battery backup. You went away and then came back? I think we're good. There's another pro tip. Battery backup your network. You look like you're here. Sweet. Pro streamer. That was a fucking pro streamer moment if I've ever had one. like Jay's motto is, fight your enemies, not your hardware. Let's bust this box. No. How do I get to the O? I think we have to reset the whole thing here. They're in a different place. Webcam was acting strange for a moment. Boop. How do I get to that? How do I get to that? This is as high as I can jump. What do I do here? Take a death. Game over. Retry. Sure. Fight your enemies, not your hardware. Yeah. Yeah, I can't jump up there. Don't. Hello? Phone? There you go. There you go. That should have been automatic. Let me mute the audio of the game real quick. Actually, can I do that from here? Cool. I can just mute it from the keyboard. Great. So Seeka's Redeem Box of the Day. As you guys seen, I collect stuffs. And this is one of those things. This is the one that I posted to my Instagram earlier today. This is Return to Castle Wolfenstein. This is a really cool box. The design choices that they made on this box are really freaking cool. It is a fantastic game. I dare say that this is this is definitely one of the best games ever created. This is like the gold standard of what a reboot remake can be. Whenever I see this image, this game specifically, like I get so excited. And I feel like I have to at least fire it up and escape the castle, every year. But just look at this. Look at this. So not only is this all, embossed, right? You've got these spots. These spots that are not reflective, right? These little rivets, they're three-dimensional. Those things are absolutely part of the box. That design that's riveted on there and painted over, they did such an incredible job with this. I might say that this is one of the most impressive uses of design on a box I've ever seen. And this came out in 2001, right? Right? It's not a steel case. This is freaking cardboard. All of this is pre-scratched. It's part of the design. This box is not in perfect condition, but all of this distress on the sides, that's part of the printing. God, this camera's really nice, isn't it? This, though, is part of a sticker. I'm going to bed. Been easy. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the raid, buddy. I'm so glad you got to hang out. Seems like my power's trying to go out again. But I think we're okay. It's really windy outside. So here's the back. And like all of this in the corners here. Look at that. This is all part of the design. This isn't like a sticker or anything like that. It just, I don't know. This box, I feel like this box, hello hair, can be damaged and it really just adds to it, to be honest. What camera do I use? This is a OnePlus mobile phone. My wife upgraded and I got her old phone and I'm using it with DroidCam OBS. It's got extremely fast focus compared to what I was using. That's insane. Like, I love your passion for streaming. Thank you, Arnie. So yeah, here's this box. This was made by Gray Matter, a different studio called Nerve. Did the multiplayer, and I'm sure, like, the multiplayer has outlived this game sevenfold. I never got into it. I didn't play a lot of multiplayer back in the day. There goes your top secret. It's kind of like reminiscent of Dark Forces when you get that like confidential manual on the inside. They always made me think of that. Here's BJ Blazkowicz. A little bit of information about him. One of the armies. A one-man army on an epic campaign to pierce the black heart of the Third Reich. A noble cause if there ever was one. That's the Venom gun. So inside of this box, and I'm 99% sure that this is the way it came, or it was added from the eBay seller. Pro tip, I always say this. It's very important to me that I always say this. These big boxes fit the strategy guides for the game. 90% of the time, that strategy guide, this will save you shelf space. Make a more stable box that'll sit on the shelf straighter. Right there. Perfect. I don't know if that was by design from Prima Guides or anything like that, but I've got so many game cases that have the strategy guides in them, and it's amazing. What a wonderful feature. That's my key. You guys don't need to see that. Yeah, here's an image of what's on the front of the box. See what I was talking about? The distressing is part of the design. And on the back, it's pretty much what's on the back of the box. There you go. Kind of a cool design on the CD too, where it's got these, like, I don't know, like parentheses or whatever on the side. On the inside of the... This is the best Wolfenstein game to date. Yeah. I love all the Wolfenstein games. The only one I haven't been able to get into is Youngblood. They're all different. I think for me, when it comes to nostalgia, this one and its sequel, and it is a sequel, 2009, that feels like the heyday of Wolfenstein to me. The remake, or the reboot remakes after this, the new ones for Machine Games, are absolutely fantastic game. In my head, they're a little bit separate, even though they do kind of pull the lore in together a little bit. But this one and 2009, I think, are my absolute favorites. 2009, if you, push aside expecting it to have had, as good multiplayer as this, I think you'll find that there's a phenomenal game in there. Some things you need to do, like widen the FOV away from the Call of Duty setting, will really help you enjoy that more. That game is fantastically playable with a controller. It feels so good on controller, and I can't emphasize that enough. As somebody that likes to kick back with games and not hunch over my desk all the time, the controller support in that game is wonderful. It has a really cool setting. There's a pretty neat story. It's freaking a two-parted open world where you travel across the city of Eisenstadt or Lindstadt or something like that to your destination. I could talk about what I love about that game all day long. I'll say this last part. I said this the other night. But there's one level where you're going to a secret underground facility underneath a farm. The approach to that farm, leaving the town, is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in a game. It's fall, the trees have falling leaves, there's Nazis shooting at you, you got a sniper rifle, you just got the first scope. It's what I like to refer to as the approach, and that game has one of the best. I will replay that level over and over and over again, and I'll probably do it soon. But that is probably my favorite part of that game. Anyways, return to Castle Wolfenstein. This place, and this one has some excellent settings. Excellent settings. Hey, I got a lurk. I'm going to salute you and your mods. For the inspiration, please reach out if you want some tips on OBS. Arnie Gamer, thank you so much. I super appreciate you and what you do. If I could get a shout out for Retro Gaming Militia. Actually, Arnie, post a link to what you do before you take off. Arnie and another streamer do a joint stream on a separate channel. And it's really cool. They've been busting through a lot of retro games and having a commentary. They're both Canadian combat vets from, I don't want to guess at what service it was because I might get it wrong. And they're just really, really cool and supportive dudes. I just can't think of the full spelling of his channel at the moment. Retro Militia. Thank you. Do I have a mod? I should have a mod. I gotcha. And you guys should definitely give them a follow. Hairball, I admire how hard you tried to do that. There you go. Yeah, give that a follow. These are great dudes. Okay, so on the inside of the manual here is all your key bindings. There's a lot of keys on here, not gonna lie. There are 6 keys on this keyboard that are unused. Oops. My bad. There you go. There's a lot. You're even allowed to lean. There's several things about this game that I see when I play Stalker. Leaning isn't wholly original to this, But the way the enemies move up and down stairs sure does seem like there's a good similarity. Yeah, there you go. All right, so here's the next cool thing. This manual. Hey, Purblind, welcome in. This manual right here. Oh God, I can't get over how cool this is. I want you to look at that printing. This is printed so well, it looks like pocked leather. I mean, it actually looks like it. Like it doesn't even process in my brain when I touch it. It doesn't feel like that. It's so disconcerting how well that's printed. Whoever printed this, whatever company did this, like I absolutely just all of the respect I have. Because some of this stuff is just some of the most beautiful, design. On the inside, you get the old-timey paper. This isn't a printed color. This is actually on paper that, has the tan accents to it, right? You get all your information in here. And it's nice, thick paper, too, right? It's not, it's not some flimsy. They didn't cheap out on any of this. Like, seriously. There you go. You got some... This is probably printed on, like, little, burn marks on it. Because nobody can control their cigarette ashes, I guess. This is in the printing, though. Like, if you look on the inside, it's all tattered and torn. This detail that nobody will ever see. They printed on the inside of these. Look at that. You see that? That's torn paper. It's in the image. Printed without borders. It is incredible. Oh. Apparently these got folded. That's not great. Oh well. Hope I didn't do that. Yeah, so I bought this used secondhand. Back in the day, I had like a burned copy of the game from a friend. All right, and then you got your manual. Fits right in the box. Manual. Walkthrough. Probably when I play through this again, we'll probably... Ooh, nice page for notes. All right, there's a whole page there for it. We'll probably use this. Because there are some spots in this game you can get pretty stuck. Plus, when I do, a vintage playthrough and I have stuff like this, it makes sense to me to include all the things. You know what I mean? Like, when we played Diablo, I used my guide for that. And tried to do everything from that guide and its booklets rather than look it up on the internet. Here, look at these maps. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah, there's that submarine Das boat. Yeah, the submarine hangar. This is really cool stuff. Yeah, dare I say that this is probably one of the prettiest big boxes in my collection, just from a graphic art design standpoint. They really went all out, and they thought outside of the box. All puns intended. Hey Anubis, how are you doing today, buddy? They just really went outside of the box on it. I mean, rivets. Actual rivets, right? Under that paint. Truly incredible design here. Anubis, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh man, these days, these games came with so cool stuff. Now you're lucky if you get a manual. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that is Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Later tonight, I'll be playing the Wolfenstein Blade of Agony Doom 2 mod, for those that are joining. Which is why, hopefully I'm finishing it tonight, and we are at Castle Wolfenstein in that game's story. So hopefully we finish that tonight. But that's why I'm sharing this one today. Getting over the drowsiness of your second shot. Desk camera. Awesome. I'm so glad you got your second shot, dude. Get that up there. Room camera. Now that Anubis is here, I'll just show off everything. There you go. That's where that lives. Oh, but like I keep saying, I promise we play games here. And we're gonna freaking do it. This one's sitting here on our first death screen. That second shot kicked my butt, dude. I took a whole week off from streaming just in case there were side effects, and I had 30 hours. Do you even play games? I know. Whenever I go over to Who is Anubis' channel, which is another excellent streamer with a very strong community, he's always not playing the game when I pop in. So I always go over there. It's like, come on, play the damn game. The second shot kicked your butt too. Hey, C-Cross. All right, let's retry. We gotta figure this out. I need to unmute this computer. But the keyboard is on a different computer. All right, we got this. We got this. Next week. All right, next week, I'm planning on starting to hit up the Goodwills again, which is one of my favorite things to do. To find old retro tech and, you know, games hidden in the puzzle boxes, all that good stuff. But I'm going to call it good and feel like I'm, you know, 90% vaccinated. I need to get out of the house. I need to get out of the house. How do you want me to get up there, game? There's just a reset button? There's just a reset button. Smash the barrel to start. There's just a reset button and a jump that only goes this high. What are you dropping now? Okay, we'll get the second box here. There's another box I can roll. God damn it. Okay, we'll retry. I'm not expecting to play this game very long. But how do I get to that? Do you have a list of controls anywhere? Settings? There's no controls listed. I don't understand. Who do I complain to? Self-made miracle. Rick Von Grinkle is who I'm going to complain to. Got really sick with the chills and stuff the day after my second shot. After that, I was good. Yeah, that 30 hours got me. Like, it wasn't debilitating. I was still up moving around, but very, very sick. Do I use, like, the explosion to rocket jump? What do you want me to do? Wait, there's a double jump. God, I'm silly. Why? Okay. We got the double jump. I'm the second person today that I've seen forget about a double jump. I think Bogle forgot about it in his stream too. When I was hanging out there beforehand. Okay. That makes a lot more, oh boy. Okay. So am I still like on the first level? Wish you would get your second shot soon. I've waited almost 3 months for it. You'll want to get your butt kicked too. A little bit of a feeling of missing out there. Don't they have to give it in a certain time frame? Those are bees. Why would you put... Oh god. But bees are friends. Okay. This is, is that like a... Oh, God. Okay. Now there's ice and also bees. Is that a spike? Fuck. Wow. Those bees were more like piranhas of the air. So is this like an endless thing? Are there levels? How do I win? Game, you're not doing a very good job. Also, for those that are new to the channel, what this is the 1 hour stream. Basically, I just play 1 hour of a game that I haven't played, that is in my collection. And, we just kind of put them into, like, the, I want to play all of this in an extra stream list, or nah. Tuesdays and Thursday nights are what I call the extra stream, where I actually play through entire games. Oh, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Why would I want this? This circus sucks. Oh. How do I beat a level? For us, 12 weeks for Pfizer. Really? You think there is a win? They say 2 weeks apart. Yeah, that's what I, Maybe Apple, if she's lurking, can weigh in on that. Or not. I don't want to put her on the spot. Where True Tony's is, they're making him wait like 12 weeks for the shot. The second shot.
Between the first and second doses?
Yeah, on Pfizer. You don't have to answer that, I understand.
I hadn't heard about that. I know it's, there's a window they recommend. It's like 17 to 21 days.
17 to 21?
Was what the training we did
Huh.
said.
Yeah, I don't know. That one's a new one to me. Not a doctor, by the way.
Sorry, now I'm just looking to watch it play.
I appreciate everybody that shows up, even my wife. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the win scenario is in this, other than not die over and over again, like a terrible dream. Also, everybody say hi, Apple. That's her in the background.
Can you see me on camera? I thought it was on
Yeah,
camera.
yeah.
Yeah,
usually-
totally can. Okay.
Whoop! I widened that camera up because I found better settings on it.
Well, now Stream knows my secret, which is...
She exists.
Yeah, well, it's business casual on top, and then Jane Fonda tracksuit pants on bottom.
Desk camera.
Yay for...
Desk camera. No.
No.
Too much talking. He's just not hearing it.
Fair enough. But, that work at home life. Business casual on top. Lounge on bottom.
Oh! I almost hit those bees. Oh! Twitch made you reply to yourself. There's been a lot of that going around lately. I don't know what their deal is. What the shit? What the shit? What is... It just keeps going. I could have sworn that I saw... Oh, what the hell? Am I playing like an endless mode? What is this? Hang on, let's look again. This is our... Oh, I was. Okay, so if you press down on that, you get an arcade. There's multiplayer. Okay, I understand now. Let's go to the shop. Do I have money to buy things? I do. They're all too expensive. Okay, well, now that we've practiced, let's kick this campaign's ass. How about that? You got screwed over with vaccine distribution. Oh, boy. For the second shot. I mean, it should all work. Still the same. Sometimes these numbers are pretty, just obligatory. Like, like how food expires. Like, they put, like, the minimum safe date and whatnot. I don't recommend going over it. Also, not a doctor. But... some things definitely survive longer than their expiration date. Some people will really argue that those things are a lot of bullshit, but honestly, nobody likes being sick from food poisoning, so I advise going by their dates, but sometimes there are obligatory early dates on things that the public gets told. I don't know. Something like 80% at the 2-week mark. Yeah, yeah. Dr. Havok. The truth is, even if you have a delay, the first shot is very effective. Oh, they say... Okay, I see what you're saying, Matt. It's true. It's true. Twitch made me, again, reply to myself. Okay, but... I know when I get that second shot after summer, I'm gonna hook up with friends and play some board games, have some drinks, and talk shit. Yes. Oh my god, I can't wait. Me and Sean Beanland and a couple of our other local friends, we're gonna get together and have beer and burgers and talk video games. It'll be great. I'm sure I'll take pictures. And then me and Sean had talked about this too, doing some local co-op streams. I'm excited about all the things that I'll get to do. I don't know if I'll ever return to a movie theater on purpose, though. I kind of like have been looking for any excuse to wait out movies at this point. All the hype, yes. Wife got her Johnson & Johnson shot on Monday, so we will get to go out on our dates again. I know. Oh my god. Dates are going to be so good. There's just all this food out there that's so much better if you don't let somebody from like Uber Eats or Grubhub touch it and make it be hours late. Also, you know, getting to have like dumb little conversations with servers and waiters and bartenders, like, I miss that. That was kind of the whole point, right? Interacting with other people. Y'all missed out on Jay Moyer on a stream this morning. On IG. Did I not know that Jay Moyer streams? Let me click a follow button here. I don't know that I knew that. Oh, Jay Moyer, you auto-host me? Oh, thank you. I seriously. That's one of the nicest things I've seen today. Thank you so much for that. The food that I deliver is the fault of the restaurant. A person that delivers food would say that. No, yeah, that sits around the I don't know. It's all bad. I cannot wait to be able to eat at the restaurants again. I mean, that's one of my favorite activities with my wife. You auto-host the whole crew. That's freaking awesome. Auto-hosting really is. It's an unthanked compliment because, you know, the streamer doesn't get notifications about it, but I do, and I assume other people also do. You know, pop into channels to see schedules, and I will absolutely click on who they have. Like, if I'm going there to see what their schedule is or when they're streaming next, I will absolutely look at who they're auto-hosting. You know. Yeah, if I'm going to look up a schedule, I trust that person's opinion on who they auto-host. You auto-host any streamers that follow you. Nice. Also, I don't know if somebody sniped the one redeem for it today, but you guys see the little ticker at the bottom here. If you have exciting upcoming projects, feel free to use that redemption and advertise them here. And that's just a way to get it put on the stream. If you want to talk about it in chat, be my guest. I want to know about it. And I'm sure everybody else does too. In this channel, you know, like, we haven't had a problem with somebody just, you know, popping in and rudely being like, come follow me or whatever. And, you know, I might change that in the future. But for right now, like, it's all community building, and I want to know about your upcoming projects. And it's totally fine to advertise them here, because the majority of people here are just like us, right? You know, they want cool places to hang out. And we don't want to miss exciting, you know, streams coming up or special projects. Alright, we are going to play the campaign to this right now. Now that we've gotten our nice warm-up, I guess.
Once there was a kid who was loved only by his father. His name was Willie.
Oh boy.
Willie worked the land of his father's farm all day long. The work was tough and boring. Poor Willie longed for adventure. One day, while
there you
he
go.
was working the edge of the farm, a circus caravan rode by. As if it was destiny, a tall, mysterious figure appeared and promised Willie extraordinary adventure. Willie was mesmerized by the spectacle. He felt an uncontrollable urge to take part in it. The tall figure directed him towards an empty wagon. Willie jumped on board, expecting to see the show of his life. He would only be gone for a day. The caravan rode for hours, and when it finally stopped, Willie was thrown onto the circus floor. The tall figure stood over him and welcomed him to Penarium, the
The Sadistic Circus Extravaganza. So absolutely follow DragonGem. She is an awesome woman, very chill stream. She does Magic the Gathering and some a lot of puzzle games. Like I think you just finished all of the room games, or you're on 4 now. But she's gonna be doing a birthday celebration. She's gonna have giveaways and prizes, and it's just gonna be a lot of fun. Also, you know, all the hype. Doing 6 straight days, like she usually just streams on Sunday, right? 6 straight days is a big jump for her. At least I think it is. You're on 4. Yeah, there you go. And it's going to be awesome. So I hope to see you guys there. I'm definitely going to be there. As much as possible. Alright, welcome Willie. Welcome to the Sadistic Circus Extravaganza that is the Penarium. Under my guidance, you will take your shot at becoming the top contestant. All you have to do is survive. How hard can it be, Willie? She's going wild. DragonGem's out of control. Also, she has a redemption for a dragon mask, which is super cool. It was a redemption, wasn't it? I saw you put it on, but I wasn't watching chat on that. Let's start with the basics. All you can do is go left and right and jump. Penarium's enchanted atmosphere allows you to double jump in thin air. Well, now that I found the campaign, I found the tutorial. There you go. The magical area warps around the exits. Oh, enter. Enter. Oh, interesting. So it's like Pac-Man. When we did Save and Raid Until It's Done, the big 24-hour, 22 streamers event where we saved the game, passed it on to the next streamer, and rated their channel with all the viewers. God, what a cool event. I can't wait for next year. But one of my redeemables for like the $25 donation, which we raised over $5,000 for suicide awareness and voices of education. But I had the $25 redeemable on that was to wear the it's up here, room camera. I will push that button. Don't make me do it, voice activation. I wear the Doom helmet, throw down some of the Doom Slayer metal, and do that. And yeah, that was fun. Trying to play the original Doom with that thing on, pain in the ass. But I got through it. It was so sweaty in there. Hey, there's Farengals. How are you doing today, buddy? It looks like my chat disconnected for a second, but we're alright. Save and Raid hype. Yeah, Save and Raid 2. I will open that Discord soon. I just need to make a rule set for people to agree to on their way in, and I just haven't. But we're also, you know, that probably won't be till around next February anyways. But the idea boat started. I need to talk to a developer of the game I would like to do to see if they'll back us up with a little bit of promotion and maybe a couple of copies for participants. We'll see. But I've got great ideas. It's going to have to be bigger. It's going to have to be bigger. Like this, at minimum, it's going to be like 48-hour event. So there's a lot of things that I need to think about if I want to bring on some other like support staff besides me, Bogle, and Seek. But we do have somebody that's running the Twitter for it now. And I also need to talk to Save again. Because we'll definitely try to raise money for them again, I think. I'm getting some weird messages over here on chat. Like failed joining various channel names. It's weird. Stream's still going good, right? Doing great, a bit busy, decided to come saying hi. Thank you so much, Farengals. I'm glad to have you here. Yeah, Save and Raid. Save and Raid was, okay, hang on. What's fun here? Okay. Let me leave one of these channels that just keeps popping messages for me. Alright, so hopefully that'll fix that. I'm using Chatty, which allows me to have like multiple channels there. And for some reason, it just started throwing error messages that it wouldn't join Traz from Australia. So I just removed him from the list. Hopefully that'll stop that. I wonder if Traz from Australia, he just got partnered, by the way. I wonder if he changed his URL or name since he got partnered. Really exciting for him. He is a fun streamer to watch. There is a lot of profanity. And I mean a lot. I won't go in detail on that, but there's a warning. It is his brand. Plus he's Australian, so some words there are just not offensive. You can use your imagination. Alright, let's get started. Your ability to smash 5 barrels, will you? Alright, let's do it. Cool. But he is generally a great guy, and I like being around him. But yeah, I'm excited about Save&Raid too. Hey, I beat a level. I'm invincible. Alright, farmer boy, surviving is pretty easy when nothing is shooting at you. Staying alive might mean the world to you, but it means nothing to the audience. Not much of an audience here, is there? They want you to entertain. That means they want you to dance or die. Oh boy. I like how when you click next to continue, it makes you jump still. Let's take this training to the next level. Bring in the traps. I don't know how to laugh that spelling. There's your quote. I don't know how to laugh that spelling. Every 5 barrels you smash will activate a new trap. Show me you can smash 10 barrels, survive, dance, farmer boy, dance. Oh, okay. Oh! Why am I humming this song? It's terrible. Stop. Havok, stop. There's a very limited window for hitting the double jump key. It is very particular. So, look who's still alive, eh? Humph. Some fireworks and a big rock are hardly a challenge. I forgot to activate the lower rail. Guananana ha ha ha. Let's see how you do against 2 traps. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I added some more traps to the mix. Smash 15 barrels. Go, boy. And don't forget to keep it together. Get it? Lols. Together. Ha! I'm such a funny guy. Oh, Jesus! Poor farmer boy. Thank God it stops to shoot, right? Oh, right, I can do this. We can go off the other side. I'd be fine if I hadn't jumped. Risky! Oh, Jesus, okay. Oh, shit. They can shoot to the other side, too. Water! It swims like Mario. No, what? The shit is this? Oh, come on. Oh, no way. Woo! Oh! Come on. Oh no. No, no, no. Shit, I missed. Come back here! You did fucking... Oh, birds, damn it. Oh, I gotta start all the way over? Woo! Well, I danced pretty good on that one. Community project has no name link. Let me fix that. I know how to make it have the name. I figured that out today, so I will fix that right after the stream. But I will add DragonGem's name into that right now. No worries, no worries. I know how to make it do it automatically. I figured that out for the Commando thing. And I just need to add... Okay, I'm going to add it in. And then I'm going to go add the line that's needed for the thing right now. Because it won't take long at all. So... Okay, let's do this here. Okay, let me fix that in the Leorin board. It's actually really easy. I posted it on my Discord how I was doing that. But it's basically just adding... Here, I can show you guys, actually. Let's just do that. Okay. Let me move this to the other monitor. There we go. Alright, so basically, I'm using Groupie to put all of my streaming stuff here in the same thing, but here's the Leorin board. So what I've got is the self-promote thing, and I'll just show you what I put in here for the Commando deal. You guys can see all this, right? Seems like. Okay. So here the command for username is that. So I'm just going to copy that. It's a bit small. Is it? Oh, shit. You're right. My bad. My bad. I got you. Alright, so self-promote. We're going to edit a Twitch trigger here. Which is going to be... Hang on, let me make sure I'm doing the right one here. Commando. Twitch trigger. Redeem name, go Commando. So that's all good. That's all good. That's all good. It's just that. So we're going to add a line to the edit commands. Which is here. Math, which is going to be a trigger pull. Okay, variable. We're just gonna use the same thing, which is username. This is what we're gonna call it there. Value pull, and it will be username right there. Turn to real, false, 0. Add another line here, which is gonna be a text GDI plus change, which is how Twitch or OBS sees text files. Is the new way of doing it that they do and have for a while. So when you add a text thing to your thing, it's the text GDI. I'm not sure what GDI stands for. And you can hit search on this, which is what we're going to do. So we're going to search text GDI. It's right there. This is the old way. Just ignore that, basically. In here, under source, we're going to go to the scene I have set up, which is called promotion... text. Sorry, source, not scene. The text that we're going to be pulling is this username here. So that's going to get the fancy symbol here. Actually, wait. I'm doing this wrong. What we need to do here, we don't need to create this new thing. Let's take that away. Sorry, ignore that part. We're going to send this trigger pull of username up to the top to make sure it grabs it before it puts the thing on there. And what we're going to do here is we're going to add Username. I'm going to put it in brackets to separate it because I like that design. I just like the way brackets look. So this word inside of these slashes and the dollar signs, I'm not a programmer, so like my understanding of this is basic. I don't know the terminology. This will pull this. This will pull this. Value 2 of the message is what people type. Username is going to be the person that typed it. We're going to hit done and done. And that's how we know it's saved. But if you look back in here, I'll just explain this one. My understanding of this one a little bit for self-promotion. The Twitch triggers here. This is the name of the redeemable on Twitch. This has to be spelled exactly the way it is on your redeemable for this to work. There's a couple other options here. I haven't messed with any of these. But I suspect there's a way if people type a certain thing in chat to make an action happen, which may be a better way to interact with the lights. It could be kind of cool. Gonna hit cancel so that doesn't save. Just gonna hit cancel again. God, that makes me nervous. Yes. So the next person that redeems that, it should have their username to start with. There you go. You like how I pretended to know what I was talking about that whole time? I hope that I don't know, inspires someone. There is a lot you can do with Leor on board, and I know like basically 2 functions of it at this point, and I'm just really excited about being able to use those. So yeah, that should work with the next one, which, cool. The next thing I need to figure out about that message is how to add to it, so that I don't have to limit it to 1 per stream, so it doesn't get overwritten, you know, every couple of seconds. I'm sure I can do it, I just don't know how yet. But I'll figure it out. Where am I? Okay. Oh, look at... Oh, there's an air bubble. Shit, you can die in the water. Of course you can die in the water. Duh. Why wouldn't that be a thing in this game? No, bird. Birds! Come the fuck back. Oh, you son of a mother. What are you doing? No. I got you. No! Woo! Oh, and I got the second. No. Oh! That was close. You son of a mother. Come on now. This is the worst! Alright, we got it. We got it. We beat the level. That's interesting to me. I thought you were doing those. I was. Jay, so the one that I was using that was web-based, I'm not going to show it because it's got, you know, IP information and whatnot, was better-points.com, which you have to pay to have more of those. I'm using that exclusively to change the scene inside of OBS through WebSocket. Now that I can do that with another program that I'm using, I'm going to take all of them off and move them over when I have time. So I'll stop paying for that. It's a good service if you're looking to do that one thing, and I've been using it for a couple months now. As far back as Save&Raid. Concatenate. Or append. I don't know what that word means. Or append the term is what you're looking for. Yeah! Hey, presto! Welcome in. Did you say something and I missed it? Oh, you did! Yeah, right to me. It's in bright red. I totally skipped over it. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. How's your day going? The music's a bit hectic in this game. Not too loud, but yeah, it's panic-inducing. It's panic-inducing. Things are going fantastic, presto. Actually, had a really, really cool bunch of graphic device interface. Okay. Nice. I had a bunch of cool interactions when I left the house today. I went out to get pierogi pastries from the Russian deli down the street, which is probably some of the best food in Vancouver, to be honest. They've been closed for a while where they were looking for a new baker or something. But usually you go in there and it's like you get a couple different reactions. They won't even serve my wife for some reason, or they didn't. But it's, the older Russian, middle-aged Russian women, they don't want to speak English, and it's always a little bit painful to be a non-Russian speaker, even though you love the food and whatever. So I've been learning a little bit of Russian to go in there. Thank you, Seek. But today there was actually, an American, like kind of short, blonde woman, and I looked at her so stupid when she just started saying, "Hey, how are you doing?" in very like good English, and like no Russian accent at all. I just like looked at her, I was like, "Am I awake? Is this a dream? This hasn't been my experience for the last 6 years." But she was super helpful and was able to, answer questions about some of the stuff behind the counter. So I tried some really cool food. A liver cake was one of them. I would get that again if I was sharing it with 4 people. It was very rich. It was good. I've got like some, beef burps, but that part kind of sucks. I don't love beef in general, but it was a really cool thing to get to try. Actually, here, I'll share a picture of that. I just gotta find it. Artscraft Cooking? Here we go. I do need to make a desktop button so that I don't have to click it on the side here. Okay, here you go. So this is over in my like food Discord. There you go. So this is the liver cake. This fancy stuff on the top is fucking mayonnaise. That was the only part I didn't like. But it's like there was carrots in here. It's all been rolled in dill, and this is like a small beef patty, and then there's like liver pate in here, and it was really cool. But like here's one of the pierogies we got. This one is like it's kind of a cheese pastry with like a soft-boiled egg in the middle, and these things, man. This and the sauerkraut pierogi. This is what life's all about. And there's 2 different kinds of pierogi. There's the freezer ones, which are like the dumplings, and then there's the big pastries. If you ever get a chance to have one of these with sauerkraut in it, abso-freaking-lutely do it. Do not pass that up. These are so good. But yeah, here you can see like the carrots and the other vegetables and whatnot. It's just funny to me that they put mayonnaise in like an icing tube and made a design out of it. It's freaking great. Oh, it was so tasty. Hey, Rush Pirate! How are you today? It does look good. What was the name again? She didn't tell me the name of the liver cake. Hang on. Apple, what was the name of the pierogi we had?
Oh, the khachapuri.
Khachapuri is what it's called. That's the one with the egg in it and the cheese. You love sandwiches and food with mayo. I was thinking about that today. I like mayo on sandwiches, but I find it weird if there's not like bread mayo sandwich. Like if mayonnaise is on top of something, or it's like the primary ingredient, like mayonnaise as a frosting. No, I don't want that. But it's really weird. Sorry, beef. Yeah, mayonnaise as a frosting is a no from this guy. But I do like mayonnaise on sandwich. But mayonnaise is one of those very like context heavy things for me. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to have khachapuri or any kind of pastry pierogi, I'm telling you, you gotta do it. And then the next thing that happened was I went to Dutch Brothers, which is a weird coffee chain. It's a little shack basically. Eastern European food. Polish deli, nice. But it went under. Was replaced by an unnecessary weed shop. Well. So I went there, and usually this place, like, you go there, and it's just uncomfortable the way that the people that worked maybe at all of them or this place, but they're all like the surfer dude bros, where you go up to the thing like, hey girl, and you know, it's weird. But today, like, there was this girl in her 20s that was kind of walking around the car. She had a mask on, and she was taking the orders before they got to the building. Which sucked for me because I really need to read the menu to know what they have. I'd never gone there on my own. So like it became this. I thought it was gonna be super awkward, and I was just like, you know, like I kind of like was like, well, I'm looking for something, you know, semi-sweet, dark, whatever. And they do not. They do have music in the building from time to time. I remember that. Not today though. But, like, she deconstructed how they made coffee and, like, let me pick the ingredients. Oh, it's so cool. It took what I thought was going to be a really awkward interaction I didn't want to have, and turned it into something positive. I got exactly what I want. Plus, I understood how it was made. What I ended up with was, like, a half-sweet Mexican mocha. And what they do is different, is they use chocolate milk in their Mexican mochas. That was pretty cool. The other coffee places, I get stuff like that. It's my favorite drink, but it's too sweet for me, right? So having like half the sweeteners and ingredients in it was just kind of the perfect thing. So all of my outings this morning were just positive. So somebody asked how my day was. That's the answer. It was good. It was very good. Lovely stuff. I'm still bouncing off the walls from that coffee too. Lovely stuff, Willie. You handled yourself better than I thought. Yeah, absolutely. Are you by any chance a little bit claustrophobic? Let's tighten your cage. Let's see how creative you are when I limit your options. Introducing the blocker. It's a trap that'll prevent you from warping around the edge. Okay. They just gave us an option to make it different from other games like this, and then took it away. Oh. Are you kidding? No. You didn't mention the homing rockets. Oh, shit. Double jump just saved our asses there. Woo! That got close. I thought I accidentally slid into the fire. Well, they keep putting the... No. What the... Do you go through? You don't go through. Don't hurt my barrel. Ooh! There's a reaction. Oh, God. Oh. Turns out I don't really suck at this. Okay. Flying circus worms. Oh, no. Damn it. I like the pixel art here. Jabu, you calling it? Hey, thanks for being here, buddy. I'm so glad you can make it out. They installed a firewall, right? I like the pixel art here. I do too. I do too. Such a blatant... This is like... Yeah, so what I see here while I'm playing this, the Asian style dragon, there you go. What I see here is I see Super Meat Boy in Smash Brothers, where they have those platforms. It's one of the things I don't really like about Smash Brothers is like, I don't care for combat games like that all that much. They're just not my thing. Especially like, I'll do some local co-op stuff, that's fun. But like doing it online where I can't smack the person on the couch next to me or against AI just doesn't really do anything for me. The thing I did love about Smash Brothers for the Wii, so what was that called, Brawl? Was that co-op campaign I got to play with the drummer in my band. It was a batshit crazy story, it didn't make any sense. It was all cameos. Like, it was pretty cool though. It was pretty cool. The story was more akin to something you'd find in like Lego Star Wars, where it was all nods to various characters rather than being its own story. But I really enjoyed that game. If you guys ever get a chance to play that, you know, co-op, that was the one for the Wii. Was it the only one for the Wii? The next one was for the Wii U. But that was pretty cool. But yeah, the combat in that, which I found to be, you know, like the versus combat, it bores me, honestly. Like running around a level, like a small area, and just like whacking at somebody. I don't know, it's just not for me. But I get that there's like a lot of competitive, you know, around it, people that can be really good about it. But I'm a button masher. So I just don't think in a way that, you know, makes it meaningful to me. Whoa. I just want to like smash the buttons and try to win, I guess. And it just, I don't know. I don't get the full intent of the game. Oh no. Oh god! Dickworms. You have to be really invested in beating the other player for those to be fun. Yeah, yeah. No, I'll tell you one game that I really enjoy playing against people in local co-op is Nidhogg. If you guys have ever played Nidhogg, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But it is a brawler. It's a sword combat game. Very simple, kind of beautiful, like almost the pixel graphics that you would expect out of like Delta Force, so like voxel engine type of shit. Oh fuck. But it's a tug of war thing where you have to fight in certain areas to get to the next room, and whoever gets to the objective on their end, they get to win. But it's two players meeting in the middle of each room. You know, the combat's kind of like the original Prince of Persia, to be honest. It's a cool game. It's a really cool game. What I remember, unfortunately, was their netcode was really bad, which made it kind of terrible and laggy to play online with your friends. But the local co-op in that. I know there's Nidhogg too. And I have to imagine it's improved. I think I played a little bit of it in co-op. Spelled Nidhogg, exactly that, yes. Yeah, there you go. Hey Chaz. I've played it with Chaz before. It's a wild game. There is also a worm that pops up and eats you if you win. Spoiler, I guess. I hate that this tune is going to be stuck in my head. I'm actually mad about that. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Here we go. So what was this? Was this spread fire? Yeah. Oh no. Okay, we're good, we're good. Havok's got this. I feel like I'm playing Contra right now. We gotta learn to stay up top, away from this guy. Woo! Oh fuck. You know, I just realized I might have left the filter on my microphone off, so sorry about like the background noises and proof that I actually breathe. Yeah, Haggard. You know, Nidhogg's a game for you. I believe that. I think that you'll really like that one. I think that you'll like that one. I'm probably going to do one more level and then sign off so I can do dinner. And I will be back, because we're going to beat Wolfenstein tonight, I hope. You never played it, though? Yeah. Haggard Havok co-op stream for the Hog? It surprises me. I was thinking about that the other day as Haggard was announcing LGG and me, his co-op streams with Lady Gamega, that I don't do co-op streams. And I eventually, like, settled on when would I have time for that. But I don't. I mean, I'm in this community, right? Like, with all the streamer buddies, and I just have not found time to, like, set up co-op stuff. It would be awesome. The few times that I do co-op stuff, it's with non-streamers. Which was, you know, the Halo playthroughs and stuff like that. So yeah, that struck me as weird. It just dawned on me that I just didn't do streams like that. You know, which I'm sure we'll remedy in the future. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I did do some like stuff with like Bearded Bogle last year. You know, we did. We still got a couple more levels in Sniper V2. And I did some Community Tomb Raider 2013 multiplayer, which I still need to do more of. There's some achievements in that game that are multiplayer only, that are just kind of keeping me from getting 100% in it, which is annoying. I really hate that when there's multiplayer achievements in a game with tacked on multiplayer that there just won't be players for in a week. So you'll never get them. Especially when they're hard, like get 50 levels in multiplayer, and there's no players after you hit level 12, right? So you gotta find somebody that's willing to grind that one out. That was unfortunate. There was a really cool Counter-Strike type of clone called Breach that also had that problem, but it was only PvP. That one had destructible walls and stuff. It was pretty wild. I think the servers don't even exist anymore. And they stopped working right after I found a group that was willing to grind out stuff and play the game. Not bad at all. Don't get cocky though. I need you to run some errands for me. I ran out of my favorite body. Dark Missile Potion. Dark Magic Potion. Okay. Yes, obviously Dark Magic Potion. I need you to get some. Catch the ingredients before they break. And bring them to the corresponding cauldron. Oh boy. Oh boy. The ingredients are limited, so don't break too many of them. Get to it, farmer boy. So wait. Oh. Come on! Well, oh, I can only carry one at a time. Shit. Well, let's restart. That was unfortunate. Damn it! Yeah, Chaz, I was talking about that the other night with somebody. That is... Yeah, it was about some... We were talking about Saints Row or something like... You know, talking about Saints Row. And honestly, that achievement, and we grinded for that. We played dozens and dozens of hours of Saints Row 3. Honestly, that achievement ruined the series for me. Just the dread of what I would have to do again after, like, fucking reg editing parts of the game or some shit. Honestly, that ruined that game for me. That whole series, and I haven't been able to move on. Eventually I'll get over it. But that achievement, yeah, the whole series, yeah. Honestly, like, feeling like I left something undone in Saints Row 3 has, like, guilted me out of trying to play the next one, honestly. Guilt, maybe not the right word. Yeah. Yeah, that broken bug that you brought into my game, it's a large amount of bullshit. Yeah, it was bad. Like, we did all of the co-op activities together, but he brought a bug into my save file that that will prevent that achievement from ever unlocking unless I, like, get into the program. I mean, I could unlock it with, like, Steam Achievement Manager, but that always feels risky, so I've never used it. And that is, you know, if I cared about such things. I kind of do. A little bit. I gotta be honest, like, I got so, like, hooked on achievements at one point that it was kind of a relief to find games that didn't have them after a certain point. Like, I just get hung up on the ones that wouldn't unlock or whatever. Whoa! Damn, that was close. Yeah. It just kind of became a relief to have, you know, older games that didn't have them. Whoa. Shit. That was a quick easy. Oh. Da-na-na-na. No, damn it. Do not hum this song. For the love of God. Can we just not? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Can you? You can. Did I? No. Well. It's one of the achievements that definitely worked to break my achievement collecting desire. Yeah! Yeah, exactly. No, that one actually caused me, like, mental anguish. Which did start the breakdown of achievements for me. Because I was really enjoying 100%ing some games. A friend who worked on the first 3 Saints Row has the biggest pet peeve about games that don't respect your time. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm done with this. I'm done with this game. It's simple. It is what it is. I feel like I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. If this is your thing, it seems pretty solid. The controls are tight. Runs on Linux. Yeah, this one's a native Linux port. So I don't think I'm using Proton at all for it. Controller works. There we go. Properties. Compatibility. Yeah, so I'm not using any of the specific Linux tools. This is just a Linux build. And you can tell that if you're into Linux. If you're into Linux, you know this, but you can always tell. If that little symbol's right here, if this is the Steam OS option, that means it'll run in Linux. Sometimes controllers get funky. Also, there's a demo if you want to try it for yourself. But, you know. It would work very well on the Steam controller because it only has a couple buttons. But Linux allows the use for any controller at this point. They're all built in, pretty much. You just plug this one in. You don't need any drivers or anything. So that's actually less work to get a controller working in Linux than it is Windows now. Get the music stuck in... Yes, no. I hate achievements now. I like to 100% games, so just to see everything in them. But I will never ever achievement hunt on external platforms like Steam. Yes, you know, same. That's a line I drew for my own sanity. They may as well just say that Steam OS, Linux to a pin. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah. I mean, we do have amazing options for Linux. To replace Steam OS. Gamer OS is one of them. So my issue with Gamer OS for streaming, it's beautiful for the couch, but it is a console, Linux gaming experience. There is no desktop, there's a command line hidden behind all of it if you want it, but it is just Steam OS. You boot right into it, and it's beautiful, extremely fast because there's nothing behind it. Right? It's just Arch Linux, which is one of the lightest weight Linuxes out there. Arch Linux doesn't come with bloat. It doesn't. You have to go out of your way to add things to it, really. Just boot straight into Steam is what Steam OS should have been. Yes. Here, I can show it to you guys real quick. I can show you how fast it gets you where you want to be. My issue is that it doesn't allow for multiple audio outs on the Surface. I'm sure I could make it do it. And the community and the developer behind it, he's very helpful. And I've gotten help with some things. It just you get weary sometimes when you're doing Linux stuff when you're new to it. Because sometimes the community's not super helpful. Sometimes. But, anybody that wants to get their platform out there and get it used, they're going to be helpful, typically. But you probably will need to know some command line stuff to, fiddle with it. But it doesn't allow for multiple audio outs at the same time, which I need to capture a streaming thing. You can't install OBS or anything to it. It is just a gaming platform. But it comes with, Steam Voice, Steam Chat, got a built-in web browser and Steam Big Picture, and all that stuff's there. So technically it would work, but you're not going to install things like Discord to it. It doesn't even allow for multiple windows open at the same time. There's no desktop. But honestly, like having a computer and being able to play a computer game, in a way, yes, you would have to capture it like a console. And I would have to, really, I could do it easily if I just took the HDMI coming out of the capture device and put it into the, the desktop. I could do it easy. Right now, I've got my capture device gets sent out to this TV that's mounted on the wall. Side camera. Side camera. So it gets sent to this, but I could take that HDMI and put it in the thing and stream from it a lot more. And I would just play it on this TV, but it's a 720 TV, so it's not as clear as I'd want it to be. It was just sitting in the garage, so I figured I'd just mount it there in a blank spot. Mango Killer, just rated. So, yeah. So I'm going to show you guys Gamer OS real quick, just to kind of drive home my point. Watch. Mark my words. It's going to break. It's going to break this very second that I go to do that. There we go. Hello? Why don't you work? Why did that break? Oh, wow. That was a delay. Fascinating. What if something weird just happened on my network? Anyways, welcome in, Raiders. Mango Killa, he's a pretty cool streamer. He's a cool dude. Whether he's a good streamer or not, he's a cool dude. But he's been doing Tarkov. I've seen him playing a lot of... I've been lurking on his MechWarrior online streams. He is a MechWarrior fan. And I know he came here to ask me when I was going to play MechWarrior 3. Hello, I am a cool dude. Yes. IR cool dude. There you go. Thank you, Chaz. Mango Killer's a cool dude. Newish streamer. You're affiliate, right, Mango? I think you are. I saw that you were about to celebrate, or you're getting really close to 100 viewers or 100 followers. Is that right? I'm sorry if I am getting confused. I'm going to go check now. 102! So you went over that.
102!
So you went over that. Nope. Stop that guy. Cancel that audio. So you just got over 100 followers. That is fantastic. And it looks like you're an affiliate. I see the subscribe button. Congratulations, sir. I'm really proud of you. You just hit it. Hell yes. Told you I was lurking. Oh man, congratulations. I won't even try to top you and tell you the milestone I just crossed. Congratulations, sir. That is those numbers, like they don't really mean anything, but they sure do feel good, and they are important milestones. Yeah. So I was actually getting ready to wrap up my stream and eat dinner, but I'll be back at 7. But I am gonna fire up Gamer OS and just show you guys what it does, and just kind of how nice it is, because I feel like it, and nobody's told me not to. So there. So what I'll do is I'll just power this one down. No, why did I do that? Havok. So we'll just pop on out of whatever. Power off, here we go. Power off. Goodbye. Everybody say goodbye, Pop OS. Room camera. Room camera. There we go. So the way this gaming computer works is there's almost like a cassette tape drive in the back that I pop out the solid state that has the operating system on. So this one's my Pop OS, and then I've got this 1 terabyte here for Gamer OS, and you just slide it in and latch the back of it. So just like that, click, hit the power button, and now we're going to be booting into a new operating system. That'll be coming on here. Actually, let me take the display port out so that it knows to go to the HDMI there. You've been using Linux Mint for 5 years now. I want to check out Pop OS. I had to leave Mint. It started having serious performance problems in the games that I was playing competitively, which, was Overload. And I just found it to be really sluggish, and I was unclear if I was installing too many features to play Windows games or if it was my aging hardware. So I had to leave it. I'm not happy about that. But, you know, it's the way it is. Oh, right. I need to turn on the TV so I can see what I'm doing. I was like, where's my image? So here it is. Updating your user configuration. This thing updates silently in the background. You never have to hit an update button. That's it. That's it. This is Gamer OS. It's Steam Big Picture mode built, taken out of Debian and put into Arch. So this isn't just Steam. This is not just Steam. So, you know, you got your normal stuff. You got your setup. There you go. Okay, we got this thing. Almost every single controller ever made works out of the box on this. When you install this, all you have to do is log into Steam and plug in your favorite controller. This thing works out of the box with the wireless Xbox controllers, Bluetooth, whatever your computer has. It'll just use it. They put a lot of care into making it this way. So, you know, you got your libraries here. You got, you know, see that crazy number. You know, that's all here. It's Steam Big Picture. You know, it's how you know it. You know, resolutions, interface, audio interface. This is kind of the hardest part if you leave a bunch of stuff plugged in, like HDMI, is getting it to do what you want here. Buy now for $9.99 a month. I really want to promote this. Oh, well, it'd be really awesome if, like, I would stream from it as much as I could. It'd be really cool to get, like, sponsored for something from this, because I believe in this program. You know, one of the really nice side effects, since you can't install things like Discord or whatever, is that sometimes it's just nice to play your game and not be distracted, right? I find myself browsing my phone sometimes when I'm playing a game that has me a little bit bored, which is kind of a weird specific thing to me. Okay, but if you go in here, let's see, recent installed, we're going to see things that are... Let me find one. It's got Spotify built in, which is pretty cool. So that's here. I know I have at least one installed. Worm, journey to the center of the earth. It also allows for you to put different images in it. Star Tropics. This isn't on Steam. Havok, what's going on here? What is that? What is it? This is a side-loaded ROM for a Nintendo game. Right here. Built in. Apologies, I'll fix that. So... I was just going to ask Star Tropics on Steam? Exactly. No, that's the thing here. And here it is. You know, here's your stuff. You got the Steam overlay. You hit this. You exit the shortcut. Closes the game for you. Goes back to Steam. So, all right. Well, how does that work? Let me show you. I got to remember what the address is of this computer. Steam Buddy? All right, here we go. Sure. Yeah, why don't I have a thing here? Let me turn that off. And make sure you're on the right connection here. Log out. Why don't you give me a password, friend? Let me go to the other. Let's do this. It should be popping up a password for me, but it's not doing it. Let me restart it real quick. Restart system. But what you do is you log in with a program called Steam Buddy on your phone. Which, you know, be an interface kind of like this. Once I get that pulled up, I'll show you how it works. But you're going to use this from a different computer or a mobile device to sideload. It's got almost all of the emulators built in. Like it, not all of them, but it has one for almost any system you can think of, just built in. And you know, you throw them on a phone or load them from another computer. It's kind of like SSH with like a web UI. But this is also where you're going to find your GOG games, that account, and your Epic games that you can load on here and play through the newest version of Steam Proton, which is really freaking cool. I don't know if it's got a... I don't know why it's not giving me that password, but figure it out here. Because it should be. Because it should just be popping up. Yeah, I may have to figure that one out on my own time. It's a little weird. But normally what it does is it pops up just like a password on the screen, kind of like it would for the Steam Link or whatever. And you put it in on the phone. And it's just like, you know, a PIN number pretty much. Oh, no! Okay, my bad. I changed it to an actual password, so it's not a pop-up on the screen. Good thing I remembered what it was. All right, here we go. Here's the interface. You know, these are your built in. That's my address. Sorry. There's your Epic Flat Hub. It's got a bunch of apps you can use. Look like that. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the phone and not twist my wrist. So you know, there's Kodi and Spotify I put on here. Kodi's a pretty cool one. But here is... Oh, there's a browser now, like Firefox and Chromium's on it you can use. That's pretty cool. Your Minecraft, Minetest. Moonlight game streaming, that's a cool one. I guess it's got Sonic and stuff here. Super Tux Kart, whatever. So that's what you can get through FlatHub. I hope this is interesting to you guys. I'm really passionate about all this stuff. But here's your Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, GOG.com, Game Gear. God, that really excites me. Jaguar, Sega, Neo Geo, N64, PS2, PSP. I mean, a lot of the stuff you're going to want, it's here built in. And you just have to, what you do, so I said Nintendo here. Oh yeah, Worms was one. You go to add. You type out the name, blah, blah, blah. You find a banner or a Steam grid image or whatever, content. So drag and drop your file right here on this page. That's your ROM file. Or you hit browse. So what you do is, you do browse. And then it'll go over. Has like 512 gigabytes of storage on this phone, plus its own emulator. So I keep all of my legally purchased ROMs on here. You go in, let's see, choose a file. I'm gonna get to. I feel like every update, it totally removes your ability to find things. So yeah, here you go. What did I pick? I picked Nintendo. So here's my folders. NES. So let's say Metal Gear NES right there. See it up there in the top corner? Click that. Make it a name. Metal Gear. It has a drop-down box. So when I type the name, it gives you a drop-down box of all the Metal Gear names. So you can pick it from there. All right. You can click the Steam Grid DB, right? And it gives you some options you can select for the Steam image, right? So a bunch of different options. You can cartridges, whatever. I mean, there's a lot, right? That's a lot. So we're gonna take this one because I like it. Click that. I think because it has a blue ring now, it's selected. Looks like it. And we're going to hit add. All right. Now what you have to do, and you have to do this part, is you have to restart the thing for it to be in there. I think I actually made a scene for SteamOS. Let's move to that one, but I have to click on it. Or for GamerOS. Here we go. Artyom Hack stylized. Alright, hang on. Let me fix something really quick here. Okay. Yeah, get this camera in. Nah, we'll just use the regular one. I'll mess with this. So it's going to boot back up. And then we'll find Metal Gear. Sorry if I'm missing stuff in chat. It's on the other side of from where I'm looking at that. Is this an app on the phone or built in? No, what you do is you type in the IP address of the computer that's running Gamer OS. That's it. It takes you there. Do a password. That's it. And you get to this. It also works on any other computer. I've chosen my phone because that's easy. I'll show you some other really cool stuff here in a minute you can do with it. All right, so now we're going to go to installed. We're going to go down to our IMS. You guys can see this good? Yeah. There's IMS. There's Metal Gear. Let's play Metal Gear. Remember how we just did this in a couple seconds? There's Metal Gear. Right here. Play the game. Controller's already ready to go. You don't even have to fuck with that. Right? Snake and Company. Parachuting into, what is this? Outer Heaven? Here you go. Controller. At the risk of sounding like NVIDIA, it just fucking works. Yeah. It's all just there. Which is fantastic. I couldn't ask for anything easier than that. Okay. So here's some other cool stuff you can do. You go back out. You have to log in. And you have to like go to a certain web page and get your, codes. There's actually a GameCube emulator in here built in. Oh, pre-300 password. Okay, fine, whatever. Okay. So we're gonna click the GOG button here. You'll see that I have the Saboteur already installed. My touchscreen is really delayed. I might have to restart all this. I don't know what's up with that. It probably, actually, you know what it probably is? I think it has to do with the fact that the power went out twice while we were on the stream. And I don't think that monitor is part of the battery backup. So it may have desynced itself from the Pi or something. But let me, it's front. Okay. So, you click the plus just like we did in the other place. Takes a second, gets there. So this is my GOG library that it's showing me. There's all the GOG games. Just remember that, not all Windows games are going to work all the time, right? But we can certainly try a DOS game. We'll try something easy here. So, anything here that runs on Windows, you got your Cyberpunk or whatever, that'll actually, fun fact, that actually runs better on Linux 90% of the time. I don't want to do a DOS game, but we can. Let's do BitTrip Runner. Alright, so it's doing its thing. I know, it's my IP address, don't hack me. Gonna hit install. It's gonna load up probably. Look how fast this camera reacts to the changes. Sweet camera. Alright, it's installing. Alright. So it's downloading this from GOG. There you go, it's done. That's it. It's done. It is now installed on the system. And part of that is because there is nothing running underneath this. There's nothing calling home, checking for emails, PMs, whatever, right? It's just done. It is so incredibly fast. ProtonDB is an amazing website. I highly recommend using that. All right, so let's go back over to this. I don't think I have to restart for this. I think it was just... It's weird that doesn't work. So it should just be here now. What did I just install? BitTrip? Let's go back up to the B's. I don't think I have to restart for this. I might. Yeah, when it's not a Steam game, you might have to restart it every time. Do we not have any P's? Oh, that's recent. Duh. Okay. Alright, so we'll just restart it. Doesn't take long. Don't hack. I know, right? Don't hack me. You wouldn't steal a purse, you wouldn't hack a Havok, right? Yeah, 69, there you go. I've actually taken a couple steps to like remove my name from places that show up on stream. Like changing the name on the Windows account. There's nobody in chat that I'm actually worried about, to be honest. But, you know, anything could happen. Plus, not everybody's as cool as you guys are. Alright, so that's back up. Should probably give myself a little bit of volume. Maybe. There we go. Okay. So I also have this game on Steam, which means I'll probably need to uninstall it if I ever go to play it or whatever. But see, get it installed. There's BitTrip Runner. This is from GOG. Right? See? It's a shortcut. Hit play. Loading. This is a game from GOG. This is not a Steam game. I know I'm just going to say that again, but here it is. This is also the Windows version. This is the Windows version of the game. As far as I know, GOG does not host a Linux copy of that. But it's here. Alright. How bad's the music? Can you guys still hear me okay? And this game's not Linux either. I didn't have to fuck with that at all. At all. You know, we installed it. We side-loaded it, basically. And there wasn't anything else to do. Let me show you something else. So there's this gear on the side up here. Right? Down here, you're going to see that there's a virtual keyboard, a log out, Mango HUD, compositor. Save emulator state, load emulator state. You can do it right from your phone. Restart Steam, there's a button for that. Settings. What we're looking at here is Mango HUD. This is my favorite feature. Like, I like a lot of things, but this is the one that really excites me. So I toggle Mango HUD. It wants me to log in again. It's a little annoying. There we go. No. Type in the right password, Havok. Hello? Okay. Oh, you know what else is here? There's also, you can select your volume and your audio outputs from your phone by hitting the audio stuff. If you have multiple things plugged in, this is a lifesaver. Alright, so we go over here and we're going to toggle Mango HUD. Toggle Mango HUD. Okay. And historically, you have to do this twice. I don't know why. Oops. That was wrong. Overlay off. Mango HUD. Mango HUD? It's possible that Mango HUD doesn't work in all games. Works on Steam games. Does it? Well, let's find out. Let's hit up something installed here. What we got? Let's do... This one doesn't work yet, unfortunately. Let's hit Neoverse. It's here. This should work. Remember how I was going to sign off half an hour ago? Neoverse is a really fun card battler. Don't let the main character's scantily clad steer you away from it. It's a really good game. It's actually the first card battler I ever played, and I kind of fell in love with it. So like an entry thing. All right, so let's try Mango HUD again here. So what it should be doing is giving me like FPS and performance stats, but it might be like, you know, like the NVIDIA overlays where it only works in certain engines. I'm not sure. Oh, there it is. There it is. It just popped up. So up in the top corner there, I know it's really small. Yeah, 13% GPU, CPU. Tells you it's using the DXVK, which is the DirectX Vulkan compatibility layer, I think. It also gives you a cool graph on it to show you like spikes and stuff. Look at that. Isn't that cool? But having this built in, I didn't have to fuck around in Linux or install anything. It's all just there. It just works, right? And this is a Windows only game. Here it is. Controller support and everything just working. But like I said, you're not going to be able to stream from it. Like it's not a personal computer. This is a console-like gaming experience of PC games that most of your games, they're going to run better. There's no operating system under it. I mean, you're getting all of your RAM and CPU and your performance back. You mean you can game on Linux? I know, right? Oh my god, the gaming on Linux has gotten so much better. We've been only on Linux today, because we were just using Pop! OS for the other game. But it's just, I don't know. Stuff like this really excites me. I get really excited about things that aren't what we've done, if that makes sense. And Windows has pissed me off a lot. But there is like this, like, I feel naughty sometimes when it's like, I'm going to do all my gaming on Linux, right? It's not the way I'm supposed to do it. And I get really excited about when new stuff comes out that simplifies it, you know, for new Linux users or whatever. And I mean, half of it's just reading and following instructions anyways, really, for me. I don't have a deep understanding of Linux. But yeah, this stuff it's just so cool. It's so cool to have options, and that's one of the best parts of PC gaming. Also, it's just kind of nice and peaceful to have, you know, the console-like experience. Well, this isn't this is better, honestly. Calling this a console experience is really unfair, because here we are. It boots to this screen, which we'll get to in a second. It boots to this screen. All right, you guys have all used consoles, right? When was the last time you booted to a screen and you were one single button press away from every game that you own and are ready to play? I'll tell you, that's not how it works on the Xbox 360. That's not how it works on the PS4, PS3. You gotta go all kinds of crazy to find your game library. It's hidden away in some options menu. You want to download a game? It's out there somewhere, right? All your game is just download them. Like, this is a far better gaming experience than anything I've used. Have you used Lutris? Yeah, I've used Lutris. I like Lutris. I like Lutris when it wants to work. When it wants to work, and it's a tricky program for me. You have mixed results, yeah. What I like about Lutris is when you go to install a game from GOG, you get the option of community-made installations that will automatically install mods. Like if you download Diablo, you can choose to install it on Linux, a Windows program on Linux, with like the Devolution or Devolution or HD mods. Like, you get options. You go to install a DOS game like Tomb Raider, it'll list a couple source ports, right? GOG and Lutris was its best part. But it's not... the menu I set up for my DOS box has that. Yeah, here you go. But it's not expandable. I don't know. I love this, honestly. And if a game looks at you funny... Here's the real thing. This is the thing here. So let's say sometimes Linux compatible games are a little... They don't love controller, right? So like, okay, let me get one that's installed so I can show this easy. So like, I have installed the Blair Witch. I don't know if this runs. I haven't fired it up, but I want to show you how easy it is to change your compatibilities. So you click the game once. Oh no, this one is from Epic Store. Never mind. Oh yeah, you can get your Epic games on here too. That is available. Okay, this one here. We played this on Linux. I streamed this on Gamer OS when me and my wife played it. All right, so you go to Manage Games, Set Steam Play Options. All right, force a specific compatibility tool. Boxtron is your native DOS. This is probably the best DOS emulator for DOSBox in Linux. Here's all the different versions. Sometimes when they make a new version, it breaks compatibility with things that were working. So you have a fallback here. Your Steam Linux runtime, this is going to be the native Linux version. You know, here's all these options. You know, if one doesn't work, try a different one. And well, all you have to do here is you click OK, you click OK, you go back here, and it's already here. And you hit play. You know, this is going to tell you that's going to use Steam Play because it's not a Linux game. And it should just work. Mostly, probably. Sometimes on first launch of games, it builds your Vulkan shader library or something. I don't really understand that. But sometimes it'll have like a percentage of saying it's doing it. You can tell it to cancel and just load it. But if you let it do it, the game will run smoother. There it is. There's your game. That's it. Like, it literally is that easy. And I fucking love it. And like I said at the start of the stream, I want to inspire you guys to go do cool things. So if you guys try this out, let me know what you think. This was actually a fairly involved segment on this, weirdly. Which was not what I meant it to be, but I kind of went over all of the most exciting features. So I'll probably clip that out of the Twitch video. Questions? Well, that button worked. I think that's really cool. If it wasn't for having to move cables around, I would stream from it a lot more. I mean, I can get audio. I'd have to like loop audio somehow because it's going to go over HDMI and not in my speakers, unfortunately. And I can't use like my headset and stream HDMI output at the same time, as far as I know. But cool, let's find somebody to raid. I hope that was a cool segment for you guys. Yeah. Sharing what I'm excited about. That's the first time I've gotten to share, like, more of Gamer OS. So that was really nice. Who's live right now? Who can we raid? I will be back in 2 hours. Gonna eat dinner and come back, and we're gonna hopefully finish the Blade of Agony tonight. Interesting to you. Yeah, there is, like, you are going to need a bit of hardware, to do, like, AAA games, but performance is generally better. As long as the games were built halfway decent and it wasn't, like, Ubisoft taking its shortcuts. I don't know why I always bang on Ubisoft. But things like Cyberpunk ran 20 FPS faster on the same computer in Gamer OS than it did on Windows, with the two different operating systems. That was on day one. That was launch day, before any patches. I compared that like the day of. And this is one of the reasons that I kind of get bent out of shape about exclusives. Because Steam supports Linux so much to be able to play all these Windows games on there. And Epic has gone out of its way to not support Linux. So that a program like this that is, these guys are working really hard to try to get it to be able to install your Epic games on Linux and play. It's really a bummer when a game company actively sabotages that. They have said that they have zero interest in Linux publicly, unfortunately. And a lot of game devs will try to break them on Linux when it comes to things like anti-cheat. They won't, they will prevent, like, somebody will figure out how to get it working, right? Be able to play it. And they'll go and, like, toggle it off, basically. It just kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. Alright. Here's what we got. What do you guys say about some Outlaws? Some LucasArts Outlaws. Dimension Dude's got it fired up and going. Is all on board with links. Yeah. Hell yeah, Outlaw. Is that good with you guys? Cool. Let's go hang out with our buddy Dimension Dude. And like I said, I'll be back in a couple hours. We get there, you know he's gonna do his raid siren, right? There he is. He's gonna do his raid siren with a little card he spins up. It's gonna be awesome. There you go. Is this camera zoomed in? Plus, he's a great guy. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me today. I'll be back in a little bit. I love you guys. It's been a really fun stream. Like, we barely played the game at all, but honestly, it was fun. It was productive, and I really enjoyed talking about, you know, Twitch and gaming systems and whatnot. I like to be able to do that on those streams where the game isn't that interesting. And today was really good for that. All right, I'm hitting the raid button. See you guys in a bit. Have a great night if you're going to bed. You know, whatever. Now I gotta find Dimension Dude on the list. I lost him. Oh, here we go.
Oh no! What's going on? What is it? What is it? Artyom! Oh.